Hello, this is Mike Kaufman, the author of the Motor Oil Bible, and I'd like to thank you for considering a purchase of my book. I'd also like to explain to you in this video, just very briefly, what all you would receive if you were to purchase the paperback version of the book. By purchasing the paperback version of the Motor Oil Bible, you would be receiving a professionally printed paperback copy with full-color glossy cover, shipped free to any address. That's a great gift idea. And in addition to that, there are a number of other benefits that you receive purchasing the paperback copy, which I'll outline in a moment. In addition, if you just purchased another Motor Oil Bible product, you could actually receive an even greater discount. Just scroll down to the pricing area to see what your actual price would be for this package. Now, there may be a few of you who come to this page without really having any prior knowledge of the Motor Oil Bible. So your question may be, what exactly is the Motor Oil Bible, and why would you want it? Well, in short, it's probably the most comprehensive yet super easy to read motor oil and filtration manuals you will ever find anywhere at any price. And I truly do believe that. And primarily I believe that because the vast majority of other books available on motor oil and filtration are written for lubrication specialists. They're written for individuals that work in that industry, that understand the lingo, that understand the technical jargon, and are willing to weed through all that stuff. That's not my book. Although my book does go into a lot of the technical information, it is written in such a way and uses terminology that anybody will understand. Though it's written for the person who owns a vehicle that wants it to last for a long time and wants to know what is the best motor oil and filter that I can use on this vehicle. But they don't just want somebody to tell them what the best oil and filter is. They want someone to explain to them how do they figure out what the best oil and filter is for their vehicle. And then when they buy a new vehicle, what's the best for that vehicle, or for their motorcycle, or for their ATV? How do they establish what the best products are to purchase for their vehicle without having somebody just tell them what the best is? That's what this book is about. It's written in a way that anybody can understand it, but it's going to give the information that is really useful and going to provide you with a way to answer the questions that you have about motor oil and filtration. Of course, maybe you need a little bit more to go on than just that. If so, take a look at the second video found further down on this page, or visit the website address listed below if you don't happen to be on my website. It will give you much more information about the Motor Oil Bible so that you can see for yourself just exactly what this book is about. Otherwise, if you pretty much know that you want a copy of the Motor Oil Bible, but you're just not really sure which package you want, let's explain just exactly what the details are of what you're going to receive in this package. In this package, you'll be receiving the paperback version of the book, a 350 plus page, 8.5 by 10 inch bound edition with full color cover, detailed table of contents, and a comprehensive keyword index. You'll be receiving the Adobe PDF download version of the book. Save this file directly to your computer immediately following your purchase. Get the How Cars Work video software. 19 easy-to-understand video explanations of the various automotive systems and functions within your vehicle. You'll also be receiving the Motor Oil Engineer's ebook. I consider this the second best lubrication manual available anywhere, and you get it free for purchasing mine. Of course, I obviously can't say it's the best lubrication manual out there because, well, that has to be mine. But honestly, this is a very good resource and another excellent value that you'll be receiving free with your purchase of the Motor Oil Bible. Now, any self-respecting sales page couldn't possibly be complete without a few good testimonials, right? Obviously, I say that somewhat in jest, but the truth is, it is always nice to hear what people actually are saying about the products that you're considering purchasing. So it might be nice to hear what people say about the Motor Oil Bible. And the fact is, those who've read the book generally agree that it's an invaluable resource, that every vehicle owner really should read. In fact, Ray Ward of Warren, Pennsylvania said, "I was amazed at how little I actually knew about the lifeblood of my engines. I'm very pleased." Derek Walker in Texas said, "Mike, I was really impressed with the info in your book and would recommend it to anyone." And Matthew Smith of Connecticut said, "Your motor oil Bible was great. I downloaded it and I feel it was one of the best buys I ever made." Of course, it's important to note that the testimonials that you just heard, as well as many of the other ones that you may have seen regarding the Motor Oil Bible, nearly all of them are in regards to the previous version of the book, which was a much shorter edition that had a lot less content, wasn't formatted nearly as well, wasn't as easy to navigate as this book is, really, quite frankly, was nothing close to the value that you're receiving with this current version of the book. So I really do feel that once you have received your copy of the book, I can almost guarantee that I'll be receiving a testimonial from you as well that may be even more enthusiastic than those I've received thus far. Don't wait to get your copy. The Motor Oil Bible truly is an invaluable tool in your quest to better protect your expensive vehicles and equipment. Just click the Add to Cart button on this page, or if you happen to be viewing this video on YouTube or some other video site, simply visit the web address below and then click the Add to Cart button. Thanks a lot, and I hope to see you on the other side.